Personal brand is the widely recognized and uniform perception of an individual based on their expertise, experience, competencies, and achievements within their industry, marketplace, and community. Hi, I'm Mercy Noah, and welcome to Coach Me On. And today we will focus on how to drive and build your personal brand. So what people see and hear of you is how they start to formulate their understanding and their opinion of who you are, therefore your brand. So it is very important that the first impressions people are making of you is the right impression that you want them to walk away with. So that is why defining and curating your brand on what you want people to know is very clear. And we're going to talk about how to go about doing that, because your personal brand will help you with your work, with your career, with the way that you are seen and interacting with your audience. Now, I get it. You might say, Mercy, I can't control what people say about me. I would say, okay, but yes, you can, because you can build your brand. You can drive the message that you want to share with your audience based on the things that you bring to the table. So you want to control your personal brand. You do not want to give that away for someone else to create it for you. So let's look at some simple strategies to help you build and drive your brand. Let's start with number one, a key component, and that is be authentic, be genuine. People will be able to read right through you if you are trying to fake it till you make it. That's not going to work out. People are going to absolutely see that that is really not you. And ultimately, what you want to do with your personal brand is you want to live up to the persona that you are showing people. And you want to make sure that that is indeed authentic to you and to what you're trying to deliver. Remember, it is critical that you develop and you build your brand. And the best way to do that is by being yourself and being very clear on who you are through the images that you are sharing and portraying with others. Number two, find what sets you apart as you're building your brand, and think about these things as you're pulling this together. One, what differentiates you from everyone else? What do you do better? What are those distinguishing factors that add value every time that you are doing something that you are connecting with others? People come to you for what? These are the questions that you need to start asking yourself as you're looking on building that personal brand. And then what I would recommend that is key is talk to others. Don't do this in isolation. Make sure that you are speaking with folks that do not have a filter and do not have an agenda around you, and we'll be able to give you very objective and very clear comments around how you are seen and what others are saying about you. So certainly I would not recommend that you talk to your team, because they're not going to be able to be objective if they're reporting into you. Talk to those people that are close to you and you feel that you have a lot of trust in them to be able to share those words with you, again, on how they see you and what they hear people are saying about you as you're looking to build that personal brand. That brand, again, needs to be focused on what is that industry that you're in or that you want to be in, who is the audience that you are talking to and connecting with, and what is that specialized niche that you want to be known for. When you get those words from these folks that you're speaking with, compare them to the words that you yourself put down for you. Are there correlations? Are there similarities? Or are there big differences in how you see yourself and what you're hearing from others? And that is then the gap that you are going to look to close and to align as you begin to build the talking points for your talk track for your brand. Number three, Now begin to show and tell your brand. Now that you've put together those words in number 2 that specifically talk about you and the talk track, now you've got to start sharing it. And every time you're interacting with others in person through your personal social media, your professional social media, LinkedIn, your posts, every channel now that you are showing up, you need to start consistently talking about that brand that you've started to build. And this is a critical point, and that is activity and consistency. So across all those platforms, that personal brand that you've compiled and put together need to be the same. It cannot be one message in one channel and something different in another channel. You want to be able to stay top of mind for people on the brand that you are building, on the brand that you are presenting, so people understand and see from you why they should be connecting with you and why that is important. Because your brand is going to be unique to you, is going to connect people directly in the spaces that you are original in, that are your niche, and that they're going to want to come to you, again, because of the value that you are adding. But you must be deliberate on that message, and you must be intentional. Do not wing it, and do not let it just happen on its own. You need to be active and working on it. Now, number 4, this is one area that a lot of people that I work with get very concerned with, get very worried about, and that get out of their hands easily. And that is the evolution of their brand. Your brand is going to evolve as you're evolving. And oftentimes, why is it concerning for individuals? Because their brand has gone to a place that they did not want it to go. So their concern is, can I evolve it? Can I change it? Can I change that talk track, that image that others might have of me? And the answer is yes. But it is going to take time and work. This is not going to just happen again on its own. Our personal brand is something that takes time. But it should indeed evolve as we are evolving, as we are changing, as we are growing, as we're developing, as we're learning new things, as we're shifting and adjusting and tweaking things in ourselves. Our brand is evolving, and therefore we need to be very clear on how we're evolving it and how we are communicating it, again, across all of our platforms, so that people can see the change that we're having and begin to think about us very differently, because our brand ultimately should be a reflection of where we are at that moment in time. And finally, number 5, keep it simple. Do not create a brand that is so complicated and complex that it overwhelms not just you, but your audience and everyone that you're connecting with, either through the storytelling that you are doing that is so convoluted that people cannot follow what you stand for and who you are, or as a result of what are the messages that you are putting out there through all of your social channels. In order to stay active, it has to be something that's simple, that you're going to love it, that it's going to be simple for you, and of course your audience and those whom are following you or seeing you through all of these mediums. So please make sure that you keep it simple so that it doesn't take so much effort from you to do that you're going to stop. And therefore, what's going to happen, again, as I stated earlier, your brand is going to be built by someone else. You're going to relinquish control of that, and it's going to be created by other individuals because it's just too hard for you to do for yourself. So don't let your personal brand be only pictures. Yes, pictures can say 1,000 words, but you want to be the words that you want as a result of the effort and the time that you have put into building your brand. And it is a brand that it's an authentic message around you. And effective personal branding will help you not only in your industry, in your career, in the marketplace, in the community, in every interaction that you have. You will benefit from all that work and all that time you've put in to building your personal brand. So thank you for joining me today. This certainly tells me that you are interested in your own personal growth and development, and I appreciate that. And I hope you found value in this topic. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, suggestions. Make sure that you like, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notifications when the Thursday video is released. And like always, thank you for letting me coach you today on Coach Me On. See you soon.